So, folks, there is an internet company you may have heard of before called Facebook and Instagram. And a lot of other companies, they all fall under this company called Meta, and it's owned by this one guy named Mark Zuckerberg, a plucky up and coming teenager who invented a way to rate women as attractive or unattractive on his college campus. And wouldn't you know it, America rocketed it off to the moon and beyond. And now he owns one of the biggest companies and most powerful companies on the planet uh, in the social media field. Who would have thought? And, and so he owns Instagram, which is largely image based, and Facebook, which is text and image and video, and basically everything that Instagram does, just with a different user interface. And also other websites, I'm sure. Now, one of the things that people have been noting is that is that Instagram and Facebook are becoming infested with AI bullshit. And by AI bullshit, I mean it's literally taking pictures of users that they have uploaded and then making AI versions of them non-consensually. Have you ever wanted to be advertised with a company's computer software that manipulates your body like a puppet? Did you ever want that? Cuz I didn't. I don't like that, actually. And apparently they think that this is a real cute feature, especially considering that they've been rolling out fake AI generated user profiles that then have loaded personalities with the idea that people will want to interact with not people on a social media site. I would be pretty upset if I rolled up to dinner and instead of meeting a beloved friend or meeting a blind date, I instead met Chat GPT with less sultry voice. You know, that would be disappointing. I would not enjoy that. But for some reason, these companies seem to think that everyone is just so desperate for attention, they'll even take fake attention, which defeats the purpose of attention. So, uh, why is this happening? You know, why? Why is, Mark Zuckerberg telling his company that, hey, you should, in fact, strip all these things of their copyright protections and feed it into our AI algorithm? Not thinking, of course, that, like, the amount of copyright infringement that these things need in order to function is, despite him running one of the largest companies on the planet, the that is a lawsuit he would certainly lose. And on top of that, he would be cleaned out. The company would be vaporized with legal debt. At a certain point, at a certain point, copyright lawsuits are going to kill these bots. There is no way they can function without a level of input unthinkable, you know? And also, many of you may have heard the stories recently of Mark Zuckerberg basically rolling back hate speech protections on his website. So Facebook and Instagram now apparently allow you to just call people slurs. You can say like trans people are mentally ill, or that undocumented immigrants are filthy because of their skin color. And you know what? They're just like, our new policy is that's okay. That's golden. And why is this happening? Right? What is this? It's the interests of capital aligning, guys. Because if you look around at the other social media websites, you have Elon Musk running Twitter. Where is he? He's in the bosom of the president, or incoming president, rather, Donald J. Trump. And you've got Mark Zuckerberg now cozying up to the Trump administration. They are buying political favors with both their capital and their time, attention, and orientation. So they are effectively positioning themselves to be able to attempt to thrive under the Trump administration. That's what they're doing. They don't actually have morals because companies and the people who run them do not have morals outside of maximizing shareholder value. And so at this point, they made a calculation that, hey, throwing gay people, throwing black and brown people, throwing Asian people under the bus, that is actually what is best for the bottom line. And here they are doing that. So it really is awful out there, and there aren't really that many options, you know. There aren't really that many options. Also, if you hear me sniffing, I have like a weird allergies in here. There's like dust in the vents that it needs to get cleaned. Anyway, essentially, you look around and there aren't that many other options. You know, you got what? You got Tumblr, you got Blue Sky, you got what? You know? Well, this is interesting, and this was shared by Taylor Lorenz, User Mag. A $30 million plan to take back social media from billionaires. So this is interesting. And this comes courtesy of a group of engineers that used to work at Twitter, went to work at Blue Sky, and now they're trying to expand from there. So here is what this is. The project is called Free Our Feeds, and it is launched with the support of big names including actor Mark Ruffalo, writer Cory Doctorow, businessman Roger McNamee, that can't be how it's pronounced, director Alex Winter, and others. Alex Winter, by the way, notable for his portrayal of, I believe, Bill in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. However, basically, they want to launch a kind of an open source social media set. Here's what that means. They aim to build a new social media ecosystem on top of the AT protocol, an open, decentralized framework designed to enable interoperable social media platforms, giving users greater control over their data, algorithms, and online experience. It's what Blue Sky runs on. They want to leverage this tech to create a social media ecosystem focused on individual control, creativity, community, well-being, and free expression. They basically want to build Blue Sky out from one company into a whole ecosystem of different apps and companies by making a nonprofit foundation that opens up its underlying technology so anybody can build upon it. Yeah, a federated social media set. That's cool, you know? Basically, they want to be the foundation of this new social media ecosystem, and that actually does sound interesting. That actually does sound very cool. You know? I don't understand any of that. Imagine it is you have the rough terrain in the middle of the wilderness, right? And you want to build a town there. Well, one of the first things you got to do, you got to flatten it out, build up the foundations. There you go. That's what this is. It would be the foundations upon which someone could build a more open source like Instagram or Pinterest or, you know, whatever. Unironically, bring back MySpace. Who gives a fuck? Do whatever you want. The best way I can think to describe federation is email. You can use a bunch of clients, but talk between them. True, true. Yeah, or maybe how you can think of like landlines. You know, a bunch of different companies ran their landline, phone services, but you still use the same infrastructure between those homes. You know. That sounds amazing, right? So basically, this group of people want to reclaim social media. Let's see. This is the moment to reclaim social media, said Robin Bergeon, technologist and project custodian. As we did with the creation of public roads and shared spaces in our towns, we must invest in digital infrastructure that operates under a social contract benefiting everyone, not just the few. To do this, the group aims to raise $30 million over the next 3 years, starting with $4 million to create the foundation and get critical infrastructure up and running. And you can currently donate to their GoFundMe. So I'm going to link that here in chat for you guys to check out if you are so inclined. Um, Alex Winter did play Bill. Nice. We are determined to free social media from billionaire control, which honestly, extraordinarily admirable goal. I hope they achieve it. As it stands, Blue Sky is still venture capital backed. This important initiative aims to safeguard Blue Sky's underlying technology and put it on an independent pathway so that the future of social media can be freed from the whims of any one company or group of billionaires. Which, yeah, we need that. We need social media companies that aren't being run by venture capital ghouls who would sell their own grandmothers to make $5.